Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. It is a day. What day is it? It's Thursday. It's Thankful Day. Hello, hello. Let me see if anybody's coming in and put it so that you can see it as well. There we go. There's Catherine DeSante. Good morning, Annie Seven. Sweet Annie. Hello, hello. I'm just sharing it out to some of our groups. So I ask when you come in, just share it. Put it out there wherever you want. If you want somebody to be here, then send them a message. That's what I did this morning. I sent some of you a message to say, hey, let's do this. All right, so let me get rid of my phone and concentrate on you. Good morning, Deirdre. Hello, hello. Okay, let's go into our hearts. You all know what I do. Heart, brain, coherence. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. And it makes such a difference. Thank you, Deirdre, for sharing. And Kathy Hand, good morning to you. So heart, brain, you touch your heart center. Morning, Mama Hada Bear. You breathe slowly, taking that breath all the way into your lungs. And then release gently and slowly. And repeat. And then you're going to add in some love. Add in some Peapod love. Look at everybody coming in this morning. Y'all are so beautiful. Thank you for being here. So usually when I do the heart brain, I focus on just a magnificent scene, and I imagine all of you standing there looking at it with me. It might be the Rocky Mountains. It might be a lake up in Vermont. It might be a beautiful sunset in California. Whatever it is that comes to mind, I just breathe that in. I pull all of you close to me so that we're standing there, arm in arm, watching this beauty. And then I just say, I am so loved. It's a great day to be with the peas. It's a great day to be alive. Thank you, God, for another day. Doing that just puts you in such a great space of mind and really lifts you up to start your day. Good morning, Brookie, and little Max P, and Dylan P is probably at work, but good morning, good morning. All right, so I'm going to read the message from the angels first. Let's do that. Give us our talking point here. And it is called Be Brilliant. John Wooden says, make every day your masterpiece. We have an opportunity every day to be brilliant, to explore new things, and to shine in the world. Most of us don't wake up in the morning thinking we are going to create a masterpiece. We just don't. What if that was our thinking, though? I don't know what that word is that I put in there. What if we woke up and said, today I will do something so grandiose that it changes the world, and remembered those words throughout all the day? Do you think we would act differently? Well, I do. Dear angels, our mindset is a powerful thing. The world is constantly changing, and those with a brilliant mindset are more adaptable. They view change as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Dear ones, a brilliant mindset can lead to greater personal fulfillment and happiness. When you are pursuing your passions, setting and achieving meaningful goals, and constantly learning and growing, you experience a deeper sense of purpose and contentment in your lives. Understand that what you perceive as failures are not defeats, but opportunities to learn and improve. This resilience helps you to stay motivated and maintain your enthusiasm even in the face of challenges. Dear angels, thank you. Today, I promise to pay attention to my mindset and check in regularly, removing doubt and staying focused on the positive. You see, that's the thing, isn't it? We do have to check in. I mean, as you go throughout the day, do you check in on your physical body? Do you make sure that your hair is not sticking up all over the place? Mine is, because of the rain. We've got the frizzies going on, this humidity here in Florida. But do you check in to make sure that maybe if you're a woman, your lipstick needs to be touched up? Or, did you want to change into a different set of clothes to wear? We check in on our physical body, don't we, throughout the day? But how many times do we check on our mindset? How many times do we say, oh, am I starting to be a little negative here? Is my thinking starting to get a little tired? And I need to look at how I can motivate myself to get back up on that high vibration. Maybe you were lifted up by the morning show and by the other P's that came in to say good morning and to lift you with a good thought and with your thank you, I love yous. And then as you go throughout the day and the hours go by, you kind of forget that happened. You forget that somebody told you you were wonderful and amazing. So this is where you check and you say, yes, I am wonderful and amazing. So why am I drifting away from that thought? Why am I not telling myself that throughout the day and maybe looking in the mirror, looking in your eyes and saying, you know what? You are pretty magnificent. You are an amazing creature. You are a spark of the divine. So throughout the day, check in. See what's happening with your mindset. See if it's listening to the ego more than it's listening to spirit. And then it can change your day. Maybe it's noon o'clock and you're getting a little hungry and you're already a little weary from what's happened in the morning. Check in. Instead of, feed your body, but don't make that the priority. Make your mindset the priority. Andrea Gregg, good morning. And there's our Leo. Leo, happy Thursday to you, Leo. It's Thankful Thursday. So got it scrolling here. Give me one thing you are grateful for. So I'll watch for those as I pull us a Kuan Yin card to get about our day. See what Kuan Yin wants to say to us and see if you all have any thoughts about what the angels said last night. To check our mindset, to always be aware. What's going on? How am I in this moment? Because we have a now moment throughout the day. Okay, we got the signs one again from Kuan Yin. So she's talking to us, you guys. I have been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort and believe. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Thank you for loving us and always lifting us, always teaching us, always confirming that you are there and that as we gather together, you are our guide. You are the ones leading this family, this angelic river family, and we're so grateful that Kuan Yin is that guide for us. Brookie is grateful for the sunshine. I'm so glad you have sunshine. At the moment, I'm looking out the window, at the moment here in Florida, we don't have the liquid sunshine, but we don't have the bright sunshiny day yet either. And I'm going to be driving out of here in just a couple of hours, headed toward New Orleans, Louisiana, where our Annie Banani is. So I'm hoping and praying that I don't have a lot of liquid sunshine along the way. I'm praying for a clear day, and I ask that you all please help lift that up to the weather gods. Help whoever the angel is in charge of weather. We need you today so that the angel mobile can keep going and not have to keep pulling over because it's too rainy and I can't see where I'm going. But I'm glad you have sunshine, Brookie. I'm happy about that. Andrea Gregg is grateful for another beautiful day. Good morning, Hope, or afternoon for you. And Hope says, happy Thursday, beautiful, beautiful P family. Sending you all an abundance of health and wealth, and love you all. We love you, great, or Hopi. And I hope that you and Zena are doing well, and all the rest of your family. Annie is thankful for this morning and a warm home, being safe and loved with my sons. Oh, I'm so grateful for that as well, Annie. Josie, good morning. We're neglecting someone. Y'all know what we have to do. We have to acknowledge that sweet pirate that's always here, and especially when his honey bunny shows up. Good morning, Shiraz. Annie has rain here, but every little thing will be okay. Every little thing will be all right. I know this. Thank you, Annie. Thank you for that reassurance and for lifting those words up. Oksana, good morning. In every moment of my life, I always choose love and kindness, joy and peace. Even 3D conditions are playing out. I let them be, as I am not my conditions. I am infinite love and light. Yes, you are. Such a beautiful light in this world. Thank you, Oksana, for coming on this morning. Shiraz is grateful for love all around. And there's our wonderful Prachetta Pracheering Goofy checking in. Namaste to you, my darling. I love you all so much. And Light, good morning. Light said, yes, it works. Healing force has come down and healed once again, time and time again. It works, but we must keep our faith in the divine force strong, even if everything looks dark. Even if the sky is falling down, no matter what's happening around us, we stay on that high vibration. There we go. Thank you, Deirdre, for calling in our Ricky Rick. Good morning, Ricky. And Prachetta says, happy Thursday. So grateful for being here. So grateful for my beautiful fairy Teri Ma'am and my Angelic River family. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Rick is here, isn't he? Much love to Ricky Rick. Jennifer, good morning, sweet one. Isabel, good morning to you. Annie says, I have a sneaky cardinal. He goes in the backyard when I come outside. Aww, he wants to be near you. He knows that you take care of him, Annie, and he knows how much you appreciate him. So just keep on loving that sweet bird, and he'll be your friend. All right, Michelle Landers just came on. Michelle, is it full moon? Oh my gosh, we should have gone outside. Well, it was raining last night. We couldn't go out and look at the sky. We tried to look at the sky. We even walked out for a little bit and got some raindrops on our heads. Michelle says, happy full moon. A full moon in Aries can bring forth the bold and fiery energy of this sign. People may feel more motivated to take action, pursue their goals, and assert themselves. Emotional intensity. Full moons are often associated with heightened emotions. Well then, it's a good thing that people have signed up for my workshop on Saturday, isn't it? Because we are talking about emotional empowerment. And what does that mean? How do you become emotionally empowered? So that's what we're going to discuss on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm hoping to have more of you there. We've got a good group that signed up. We'll have a great discussion. We'll do some exercises together. And we'll work on being empowered by our emotions as opposed to letting them just rule us rampantly and whatever they want to do. We're going to get in control of that. So come to the workshop on Saturday. You can sign up on my page, Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, where most of you are right now watching this. There's an event. Just go to the event and it will have the link for you to sign up to join the workshop. It's a free workshop. Shiraz, very disturbed about a young man of 38 who was attacked last night with swords outside the buildings where I stay. Can you please send him healing? His name is Mr. Abhinav. Yes, and we'll have our genes, Blue Gene and Auntie Gene, put him in our healing grid. They do Reiki every day to all the names that are in the grid, and I will add him into the to our prayer list that we have going on that we show on Wednesdays. Oh, Kathy Hand, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I knew your heart was good. So I'm glad your cardiologist confirmed that. And good morning. Catherine says, grateful for miracles, surprising contacts for all of you, for loving folks who are being supportive, for a chance to see an apartment today. Yay! That's a big yay. And Sally and Tony, good morning, good morning. Thank you for sharing it, Sally. I see we have our magic number of 22 watching today. I love that number, such a master number. Shiraz, he's fighting for his life in the hospital. Let's lift that guy up, definitely. Mr. Abhinav. I hope I'm saying that right. Abhinav. And I'll put it up on the screen so that you all can see his name, Abhinav. And yes, let's lift him up. And I am so sorry that that happened in your part of the world. You know, that's part of my mission is peace and the end of violence against humans, humans killing other humans and destroying things. So yeah, peace is a big, big part of my life and why I'm here in this lifetime. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Hello, sweet one. Prachetta, I'm leaving for Delhi tomorrow. I am so weepy. Prachir and Goofy are going to be here up north. I'm going to miss them so much, especially Goofy. And so Prachetta needs a little extra loving today, so we'll certainly provide that. Any raindrops keep falling on my head. Yeah, we're all going to have that song stuck in our head now, Annie Banani. Sally, you're in a session at that time. It's going to happen 2 other times, October 14th and October 28th, and those will be at different times. The 14th, I think, is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. These are all Eastern times. And then the 28th is an evening one. So hopefully you'll be able to make one of those, Sally. And Joanne sending out lots of love for our Prachetta. Kathleen, thankful for the P family. Always know there are powerful prayers here. For those who did not see my messenger post, I didn't see it. Please pray for little Wyatt Linder, who has hemophilia like his brother Keegan and has a blood clot. Also, Grace Anna, who is having brain and spinal surgery to put a halo in her head to help straighten her spine. Auntie Jean put them in her grid. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen Blue on with us yet. I spoke with Blue last night. I got some Blue love and gave her some uplifting love, so maybe she'll pop in this morning. I think she's going to ride Dolly today, so I don't know if she'll be able to join us this morning, but we'll see. Good afternoon, Pat Moss. Thank you for being here. Hello, Catherine Kovacs. Awesome, Sally. Yeah, you use the same jot form to sign up for all of those. You just choose the date, and some people were confused. It's not just the one date. There's a drop down, and so you choose one of those 3 dates, or you can be at all of them. There's no limit, and they'll all be different, even though it's the same workshop, because of the people who are there in attendance, and a lot of what we're going to be doing is interacting with each other. So come play with the P's, and let's talk about emotions and how to be emotionally empowered. Blue is on Messenger. Yeah, she told me last night that she was writing Dolly this morning, so I don't know what time that was happening. It's a 2-hour class, Sally. So this Saturday it'll be 10 to noon, and hopefully we'll have a good group in there to make it fun and exciting and work on our emotions and work on being empowered. How do we do that? So we're going to figure it out on Saturday. All right, it's time for the tiny book. So who wants to choose a message this morning? And let's see what those angels have for us. "66, Annie says. Okay. Ooh, okay, we got, see a mistake on that page. Thank you for picking that page, Annie, because I do see a mistake that needs to be fixed there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. Yes, they're all on Sally, they're all on Saturday, just the different times. So the first time is at 10 o'clock. The next time it's offered is at 2, I believe. And then the next one, I think, is at 5 in the evening, 5 to 7. Okay, so page 66. Look fully and strongly, and at the end of the day, when the light fades, hold your loved ones close in your heart and wail your morning song to let the world know that their life was worth honoring in all ways, in sorrow and in joy. I love this message. You know, I've always said that when we have the deepest grief, when we are wailing and missing our loved ones that are in spirit, the more we have loved so deeply with that person, the more we're going to feel it when they're gone. And it's okay to have the tears. It's okay to say, I miss that person. I miss that Ricky Rick, because he was so loving and we all loved him dearly and we miss him. And it's good to have that grief. It's good to honor it, because it's honoring what we had with that being while they were here on the planet in human form. We love them just as dearly in spirit, but boy, the experiences that we have together, that's what seals that love in our heart, what makes us say, wow, I wish they were here. You know, one more moment, one more time to say hello, to give a hug. So yeah, honor them in all ways. Good morning, Christina. Oh my gosh, you just made my day. Thank you for putting a smile on my face by popping in here and saying hello to us. I've missed you, my friend. All right, so let's see what other page. We got 37 for Catherine Kovacs. Let's see what message that might be. You have an opportunity to change your world in any given moment, in both a physical and an emotional way. If it is beauty you are looking for, begin by beautifying yourself in your thoughts and your deeds. Beauty is not about the physical at all. Beauty is about how you show up in the world. Are you showing up as loving and kind? Are you maybe helping somebody if you can? Helping them to stand, helping them to go through a door, opening a door? Are you saying kind words to each other? This is all beauty. That's what it's all about. And then what happens is you start shining. You shine on the outside because of what's going on the inside. So thank you for choosing that one, Catherine Kovacs. And I'm going to do two more. Page 17, Isabel says, learning to overcome judgment and criticism is one of the lessons all humans take on as you go through your experience on Earth. Start where you are. Become like that innocent baby who just extends love without demanding anything else from another. And I'm going to add in not just babies, but animals. Sweet animals. When you look in their face and they look at you and they're not judging you at all. They're just wanting to say, I love you, and won't you give me a pet on the head or stroke me on the back? They just want that attention and acknowledgement. And babies, they don't judge you. They don't say, oh, I'm not going to be with you because I don't like you. Although they can pick up on your energy for sure. But babies just love until they're given a reason not to love. We don't come into this world with hatred in our heart and with criticism of each other. We come into this world with innocence. We are made in the likeness of God, and that is not judging, because God is not a judger, a harsh criticizer of all of us. God just loves us and wants us to love each other and wants us to just have a beautiful time while we're in this body, to have fun. Life should be fun. I think I need to say that every day on here. Life should be fun. We should be out there jumping on the trampolines and swinging on the swing sets, getting on the merry-go-rounds. One of my favorite memories of my friend Tina, who I lost a couple of years ago unexpectedly, she took me to this park where they had a carousel. And we got on those horses and we rode the carousel and didn't want to get off. We were giggly. We were happy. We had so much fun that day. And that's a memory I'll hold in my heart forever, because it was being a kid again. And she took pictures there of us at the carousel. So do whatever your heart leads you to do, to have fun. Just have fun. Michelle Landers, page 7. If your dream is important, if you persevere, if you have the right combination of desire, divine plan, and divine timing, those are the real 3 Ds, your miracle will show up. Of course you picked a message with miracles, Michelle. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to read it again. So the real 3D is desire, divine plan, and divine timing. If your dream is important, if you persevere, if you have the right combination of the real 3D, your miracle will show up. It will match your vibration. It will listen to you. And it's already there. You know, when we do chanting at night, We chant to lose all expectation. We chant to lose all obstacles and barriers which are absolutely in our mind. They're not real, they're not something solid, they're in our mind. When we do that, the miracles do show up. So, desire, divine timing, and divine plan. Keep that in your mind when you're thinking about manifesting, when you want something to show up for you. All right. Oh, Catherine, you're so welcome. And Kathleen, my cousin Danny passed 5 years ago. As I pulled into my driveway yesterday, the song Danny Boy came on the radio. It made me cry, and I sat there, listened, and let the tears come, hoping my neighbor didn't see me. There's no timetable for grief, just continued love. Absolutely, Kathleen, and I'm so glad that happened. He was probably right there beside of you in the car and making all that happen for you to remember him. And it's beautiful to remember our loved ones, to remember our times together. Sally's asking for prayers for healing of our great-granddaughter Alba, who just had surgery on a blocked tear duct. We certainly will. And Michelle, of course you picked a miracle one. Of course, you can't be around Michelle without miracles happening. And I am right here in a bedroom in her home and dearly loving our Michelle. I'll give her a big hug before I leave for all of our P's, if that's okay with you guys. Christina just booked a new adventure with just the hubs, and it has an entire adult playground for adults to play. I love that. You know, I've been in the park and there were no kids around, and I did sit on the slide. I did do the swing, and I would do it if kids were there too, but it's more fun if you just don't have any distractions and you just go back in time and remember when you were a kid doing that, when you slid down. I love to watch the kids play on the playground as well, and laugh and scream and have their fun. And the last time I was at the ocean, no, it wasn't the ocean, when I was at Lake Michigan and the kids were screaming in the water. That's on the video. And it's so fun to just hear that beautiful laughter. Sally, talk about getting hit over the head. I get that last message. Thank you, Michelle Landers. You all are beautiful this morning. So if you do have any prayer requests, let me put that in here. If there's anything more we need to be aware of that we can put into the grids and we can put in our prayer list, please let us know. Don't know where our Auntie Jean is this morning, and I did send her a private message so she would have the link. I know some of you have trouble finding me in the mornings. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I'm always at the same place at the same time. But for some reason, it's not showing up for you. I send you a private message, and all you have to do is click on the link, and you're here. Okay, so Deirdre, thank you for our daily morning prayer. Prayers for all humans, no exclusions. Everybody's in that circle. For Gaia, and for all who live on her back, for world peace, for attention to human trafficking with our new project of Save Someone's Child. Save Someone's Child is going to be a project where we're going to have printed material, and we're going to be passing that around. And I say we, I will do it as I travel around the country, but it's also going to be available for any of you, anybody really, who wants to print that material out and have it wherever you are. And isn't that awesome and amazing that we all can do this wherever we're at, and talk to people and ask questions and see what's there to be aware of. Yeah, I spoke with a trucker just a couple of days ago, and he he says it's devastating to know what's happening, and to sometimes see what's going on. And he mentioned New York as one of the big hubs of where it takes place the most, because there's certain places that it's more prevalent than other places because of borders, because it's so easy to cross that border. And he also mentioned to reach out to hotels. There are a lot of hotels who have now gotten on board with educating about human trafficking. I remember the last hotel I stayed in, there was some information there, and I was kind of surprised to see it. And the more I learn about what's happening with human trafficking, it's not so surprising, because there's a lot of hotels that turn the blind eye. So we're hoping to turn all of that around. I know our little group can't do it alone, but we will collaborate with other groups who are already in place. We're hoping to get the help of truckers, those who travel frequently on the roads, and to get their input also in what they suggest, and maybe get some places for us to speak, to go in and do some educating about it. So yes, save someone's child. That is our message. Somebody, it may have been Marbeth, somebody sent me a message last night that I think sometime in October, coming up really soon, there's going to be an opportunity to watch the movie on streaming. And the movie is The Sound of Freedom. And it's still in the movie theaters, but you can watch it streaming in October. And in the movie theaters, if you go to their production website, Angel Productions, there are people that are paying it forward, that are paying for people to get in to see the movie who can't afford it. So if you think, oh, I can't go see it because it costs too much, then look at their website, because people are paying it forward, and you get a code so that you can get in for no admission charge. Christina, I ran into it at a hotel that turned a blind eye about 4 years ago. We left and reported to police. Thank you. Thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. Because that's the thing. When we recognize that something is going on, we have an option. Don't just turn a blind eye. Don't just say, oh, that's their problem. It's all of our problem. It's a societal problem. So there are hotlines to call. There's 911 to call. Do something. See something, say something. That is the key to turning this around. Knowing what to look for, that's number one. We have to know how to recognize it. And then do something. It's just like wanting peace. Yeah, we want it. What are we doing? So our 10 Million for World Peace project is in full swing. And we'll start up with the daily meditations again on October 1st. Same time. Come in at 1 o'clock on October 1st. And we'll do that. Kathleen didn't know about New York being trapped. Yeah, it's one of the places that is most prominent, Kathleen. New York, Atlanta, and somewhere in California has a high rate. It could be LA, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's like where there's easy access. Atlanta, they don't really have easy access to borders, but boy, it's a big hub for travel. Christina says, troubling what I am seeing about one of that movie's producers took human awareness classes instead. They are free as well. The classes are free. I watched a documentary that Tony Robbins did where he was talking about what that movie was based on, and the facts are real, that they went out and they They saved people. They saved lives. Joanne, prayers for my mom and my family. Lots of emotions for everyone. We're having an estate sale this Saturday and Sunday in preparation for getting my mom's house on the market. We'll definitely pray for that situation, and especially for your mom. Yeah, that sweet one. I know it's hard when you are losing your memory of people and things, and it has to be so devastating to go through that. So we lift up your mom, Joanne. And Sally says there's no barrier to sex trafficking. It's even in our small town. It's sad to say. Yeah, it certainly is. All right, so let's go into our hearts and pray for all of these things that have been lifted up today for us, and all of those that are on our prayer list, all of your family, your beautiful families, your friends, anyone going through a hard time, and those sweet babies. And thank you, Kathleen, for bringing that to our awareness. So as we go into our hearts, just breathe there. Just pause. Pause your thoughts of anything about your day, and set your thoughts on love, on peace, on harmony, on unity, on the love that you feel inside, and let it start flowing to the outside. As we think about all those who are hurting in our world, there's so many different kinds of hurt. There's the physical pain, and we lift up anyone going through that. There's emotional pain, and emotional pain can sometimes hurt so much worse than physical pain, and there's usually no sign. There's no scar like there might be with physical. Sometimes, as we said yesterday, we put on a poker face and we don't let others see that we're hurting. So let's lift up anyone going through something emotionally today. Any place where you may have been abused, neglected, made fun of. Any place where you were at the point of feeling small because of what was happening. We lift you up. You are not small. You are magnificent. Know your magnificence. Feel it inside of you. You are a being of love and light. You are deserving of everything good in the world. And when anyone tries to make you feel small, you don't have to. You have the power. You are in charge of your emotions. So if you choose to say no, then let it be a no, and express that. If you want to do something and you're feeling like you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not trained, you're not whatever, do it anyway. Say your yes if you want to say yes. For anyone who's maybe questioning spiritually, maybe you have some beliefs that you're struggling with, it's good to examine our beliefs. It's good to say, does that work for me? Do I still believe that way? Was that something that was just passed down in my family? Or did I attend a service and heard words that maybe I don't still think that same way? It's good to question. We won't get any answers until we question. And there are no stupid questions. There's only seeking. And God says, when you seek, you will find. So search your heart. See if spiritually there's some tweaks. Maybe there's some changes for you to make. Our spiritual journey is our journey. It's not somebody else that's in control. It's between you and your Creator, who I happen to call God. Call it whatever you wish. And let your journey be yours. Take the time to really know that being that you're holding in your heart, and see what that being is saying to you, personally to you, because it is a personal journey. Let's just breathe into our hearts right now. Let's take a moment to find that place of peace, of love. And when we do, we find joy. We find light. We find clarity when we stop all the outside noise and all the distractions. We go right to the center where we are. So feel that. Feel the center of your being. And if you're feeling a little wobbly, just take another breath in and let that breath go all the way through your body and into Mama Gaia. When we connect in with our earth energy, we become more balanced, more centered. We feel the love coming from our Mother Gaia, our beautiful, sweet Mama, who has our best interest at heart. Gaia nourishes us, feeds us, provides water and oxygen, the things that we need to survive on her back. So let's love on her. Let's just pour from our heart to the very core of Gaia. Let's pour that love. Let's pour our thank yous. Just send it right there to the very heartbeat. And there is a heartbeat. There's an audible heartbeat coming from Mama Gaia. See if you can get in sync with that heartbeat. And then when you do that, get in sync with the heartbeat in the cosmos, that universal heartbeat, so that you're feeling the balance from Mama Gaia below your feet to the universe above us. And just share love. Love, as Kuan Yin says, is the energy that heals. So this is a healing prayer. Feel that healing take place in your heart. And send that love over all these prayer requests. Anyone who has spoken that you need love, or that your loved one needs to be lifted up, just send love. Send the intention that those prayers are seen, acknowledged, and answered for the best and highest good of all. And then we leave them. That's the thing about prayer and about wanting someone to have a good experience, to heal in any way, is we have to let go. We can't determine the outcome. And the more we try to, the more frustrated we get, because we have no control over anybody else, just our own self. So as you lift a loved one up, just cut the cord. Just say, I love you. I'm turning this over to the divine, who has the answers, who knows what's the best for this best outcome for this situation. So we love it and we let it go. And then we come back together. And in this beautiful energy, this beautiful sacred space, we love on each other. So we do this to the count of 3, 2, 1. Those wonderful words that we say every day. Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. And thank you for the prayers that were spoken, written, while that meditation and prayer was going on. And I see you, Pat Moss, We will add your brother-in-law Martin, for his eye surgery, definitely. All right, it's a thank you, I love you time, and Deirdre's leading the way. And let me pull up our Leo. Leo, where are you? Here we go. Good morning, Earthlings. I love this song. I love the energy of it. Come on. Thank you to all of you sharing love this morning. Telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath and go into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Full of joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Let those words ring in your heart all day. Thank you, I love you. No, that'll be tomorrow, Oksana. I'll have 2 kitties where I'm going in Louisiana. Peace in the pod. Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cuppa full of joy. Full of joy. Is simply accept, align, allow. AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Full of joy. Do you have a cuppa full of joy from this morning? I hope so. All right, get ready for it. Y'all gotta say the woo, okay? Woo! Thank you, Leo, for that beautiful song. Thank you to everyone here. Stay in your heart today. Stay blessed. Just remember the feeling from this morning. Remember if somebody said hello to you and all of us said thank you, I love you. Hold those words in your heart. Hold that feeling in your heart and that memory of being in the oneness. We can stay in that oneness all day long. The only thing that'll bring us out is being up here, getting out of your heart and into your head, sometimes that's not such a great thing to do. So if you start feeling like you're bamboozled by the world and that things are falling apart, do a check-in. Check in with your spirit. Am I in my heart right now? Do I know for a fact that everything is working perfectly? Go back into your heart. Stay there. And thank you all for lifting me up for travel prayers for today. I'll be getting on the road soon after I spend a little bit of time with my Michelle Landers. And as I said, I'll give her a hug from all of you before I leave today. Thank you again, friends. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, y'all.